Children love to hear stories, don't they? And I'm sure as parents you spend a lot of time reading out stories for them. But have you ever thought that the time that you spend in reading them stories, you can also enrich them in terms of their thinking, their imagination? How do you make it so active, that time that you spend with them? So I'm going to give you some tips on that so that when you are sitting with your child, you can use these tools or strategies and see what comes out for you. One of the things that we do with children is we read out for them. So when we are reading out, they are listening. Most of the children would love to keep listening to the same story again and again. So how about missing out a certain part when you're reading the story, so that the child who's listening peps in and says, hey, you missed out this part. So the child is actually listening and thinking. Another thing that you could do is to ask the child to make up their own story in terms of, even if it's the usual story, ask them what would they like as an ending? What would they do if they were the main character? Or how would they like to name the character differently? So now you'll be wondering, if I'm doing all this, what does it mean? It just means that the child is thinking. The child is using his or her imagination. The child is interacting with you and you are building a connection. So one thing is to just tell them a story and tell them your viewpoint. Another is to tell them a story and bring in all these things which will make it more interesting, which makes it like a family time, a bonding time for the child, which the child looks forward to. Would it make sense for you to sit with a child and say, hey, I think there was a crow, but I don't know what the name was. So the child says, the name was so and so. And then you take the story forward. Try this out. You will feel less stressed because both of you are making the story. You will get to know what the child is thinking or feeling about something. And you will also get to know how you can bond better with him or her. So do try it out and let us know how it works out for you. Thank you.